Everybody, it's Jeremy and welcome back to Pokemon Gold. This is turn 79. We are so close to the end. Let's jump into the turn. So as it has been for the last couple turns, there's not really a whole lot for us to go over in this particular screen, but we are going to flip through everything just to see if anything crazy interesting happened. We did some cloud trapezes and some teleports trying to get into proper positioning. Lost a unit, witnessed a battle here, right? Our military force was beaten in Urfel. This is where we had taken a Throne of Ascension away from Pewter. I'm assuming that this is going to be an effort to take that back. So we've got a bunch of Machops, and we've got Ishtaran, the Golem Champion, and Ninsigsig, the Golem Champion. So, it doesn't look like either of these. We've got an Alakazam. Sacred Alakazam. Cool. Doesn't look like either of these have, have anything to be able to do as far as, well, obviously they roll over this, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to claim this. He might be moving a H3 in to claim it later. We'll see. This is a big move from us into Ninaboa, and we actually lose quite a few units here. So we've got these Apiums, we've got these Arcanines that we lost one of each. We lost one Militia and 5 Onyx Sorceresses. We lost a Team Rocket Machop, and we lost 43 Vetis, 1 Weezing, 1 Zubat. To 3. And really what this is we lose this to Weezings and Muck's poison, because I was not paying attention to where I put the Vetis with the Wolfkin Reavers, right? So they walked into poison and died. We have since adjusted our placement. See how that goes. We got 7 Nature Gems. This was a nice little boon, honestly. This was pretty sweet. Cured some battle afflictions, cured some diseases, got more diseases, got more diseases, got more diseases, got some promotions, and got some refunds. Okay, so nothing big, nothing crazy happening. So what are we doing? We're making our final moves. So this is turn 79. We're going to be moving into 29 and 10. We'll be on turn 80, and we'll be moving into province 28 and 14, and those will be the final fights. So this is going to be, we're pretty much there. We're very, very close to the end. What are we going to talk about this turn? Well, we've only got a couple things to talk about this turn, so this is probably going to be a pretty short one. In Lost Canyon range, we are moving into Trintspore. And if we take a look here, right, we can see that Violet City has moved into Trintspore. So, and they're commanded by Big Brain Bird Boy, the legendary Xatu. So this I believe is going to be his god, right? I do not know that we're going to win this. But we got an army of lead coming in. We've got Iron Will, Divine Blessing. We've got a bunch of troops coming in. Hopefully we will be able to take this, but there's the chance that we do not. But we're going to try to snag it and claim it for next turn and go from there. We'll see how it goes. And then we know down here we're moving this army into Curtain Wall, but we know we're not going to make it in time. We'll move on to the fort. Beat the province defense and crack it on turn 80, and then we can storm the fort on turn 81, but we would not be able to claim it until turn 82. So that's my bad. I miscalculated the turns there, so we're going to be 1 turn off here, but that should put our final throne claims at 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully we might not get Transport, but hopefully we'll be at 4, right? Which puts us 1 above Pewter at the moment. However, Pewter just took Urfel back, right? So there's the chance that he comes in and he claims that. So that would put him at 4. That would tie us, right? But we're also going to be attacking in Drear Caverns this turn. This one, I think this is pretty sus. I think we're probably going to lose this. I think we'll win the initial attack, but if we storm, then I think we'll lose, right? Over here in Lilidor, we're attacking with Intimina, we're attacking with Lobomater and Denithia and Terith, we're attacking with Ladena, right? So we've got a nice little army going on here. So that's kind of cool. So we should pop this next turn, and this one I feel quite a bit more confident about taking from him. Now he does have this castle here to move over a bunch of Azure initiates. Maybe he does that. Maybe he pushes me off. We'll see. Both of these are just attempts, right? This is the Outer Throne and the Throne of Fortune, both of which he has currently claimed. Throne of Fortune, Outer Throne. This is just an attempt to knock him off of some thrones, and again, have a higher throne claim than he has at the end of the game. So let's talk about the actual fun stuff then. What are we doing with armies? Okay, so we have gathered the massive army that we have in Ninaboa. We are moving into 29. Huge supply losses. We're generating diseases left and right. This is absolutely horrendous. Half of our forces are gonna just die. Oh, goodness gracious. We're gonna actually, it doesn't matter. We've already submitted. So we're moving into Lombaria. We still haven't really scripted out things crazy much aside from what we had previously. Next turn, this turn 80 is going to be my final turn. That's where I'm going to do absolutely every single bit of scripting. And the reason why I'm waiting until that point is because of what else is happening, right? What else is happening this turn is making sure the final last remaining people can arrive in Lombaria and in Dampdale. So we're bringing in all the scouts with every single last piece of equipment we can fit on the scouts, right? Even dwarven hammers are being dropped onto the scouts just to make sure that we have as much as possible coming into this. We're bringing every single gem that we have, right, into Lombaria and Dampdale. We've got Denethia and Wintha are bringing in extra hats and gear, and they're bringing in a bunch of different gems, to fill out everything for these guys, and for Fomoric, our Ampros champion, and our this is actually something that changed. So we did mess around with basic scriptings, right? This is probably not going to be the scripting that we use when we get into the fight, but it's something that we can look at for the moment, right? So I basically just went through and was like, okay, what can I cast? What's worth trying? Where should I go from here? Etc. etc. So something like Warriors of Niflheim, just to get a fire resistance buff. We're already gonna have a Frostfiend up, right, from Dragol, getting a ground army. So we're gonna have a +5 on all of our stuff, right? Getting an army of lead out there, getting mass regeneration, relief, serpent's blessing, and foul vapors, getting anti-magic, will of the fates, etc. And then over on our Ampros champion Fomoric, right? Actually looking at doing something like Fog Warriors, Temper Flesh, Quicken Self, Flying Shield, and Flight. Now, obviously, he's only an Heir 2, so this is, how is he going to cast Fog Warriors? Impossible, you say. Well, we're gonna grab our Bag of Winds and a Wing Helmet and a Ring of Wizardry, and we're gonna head on over and meet him in Dampdale, where he is cloud trapezing to. So he probably didn't even need to cloud trapeze. He probably could have just flown over there. But anyways, so he's gonna be Heir 5. We're gonna shuffle around things. That's one of the joys of what we've got going on here. We've got Robiora in here. We've got a bunch of extra stuff going on. Next turn, I'm going to have to spread gems out amongst everyone. I'm going to have to set everyone up with all of the different spare items that I have, etc., etc. But it's going to be a lot. And again, this probably isn't going to be the final script that I end up using with a lot of these, right? This is just something that I was like, okay, let's do some stuff to see kind of like a ballpark of what I might need, right? This is 8 water gems, okay? So this is 3 earth gems, etc., etc. So I just set some basic stuff to be like, I need at least this many gems to come into this fight, and then what I'm basically doing is I'm bringing like double that. I'm bringing basically double everything that I anticipated so that I can tweak it as much as I want to, and we'll go from there. So, all right. I'm actually kind of intent on making this video a little shorter, because I don't want to sit here and go through absolutely everything. A lot of this is going to be speculation, but we can see, so I'm bringing in all the scouts as well, by the way, because every single scout that we have is a Hitmonlee, so that's potentially something. But we can see kind of a little bit of what he is bringing in. So he's got a group up here in Assyrian that's going to be able to hit the Whispering Wastes. So this is 90-ish enemy units with Aerodactyls, Golems, and Rhydons. We can see an Onyx over it, led by a Rhyhorn Rider Commander, right? Down here, we've got a whole bunch of Rhydons, Arcanines, Machamps, Golems, and Aerodactyls. Down here, we got 280 Machamps, Golems, Rhydons, Arcanines, and Aerodactyls. 3 huge Onyxes. Oofa doofa. Organized by Golem Champion. So he's bringing plenty to bear along with me. And that's scary. That's very scary. Because we actually do not have as many thick boys as I would want, right? Because we didn't get to bring these guys. These were going to be our reinforcements. We didn't get to bring them in. So that's kind of, that saddens me. And another thing is a lot of the bodies that I have here, right, are those Amphiroses, and those Amphiroses really aren't going to do terribly much for this fight. We got a bunch of other stuff going on. I regret. This is probably the biggest. I don't know if I can call this a regret, right? But I wish I had more nature gems. I will say, in the last couple turns, I've been talking to Atlantis, and Atlantis has proffered aid, right? But I kind of, once this got decided on, I kind of went through this determination. I was like, look, part of the challenge for this is to see if I can even put a dent in Pewter, because we might roll up and just be like, oh nope, he smacked the shit out of us, right? And it just be like, okay, obviously Pewter deserves this win, but if I can put a dent in him, if I can like get close or pull out a win on either of these, right, then I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna feel vindicated. I'm gonna feel like what I have been doing, what I've been moving towards, might have been worthwhile in the long run. So I have kind of rejected Atlantis's aid, even though I really, I wish I had more nature gems to avoid these 50,000 billion diseases. It's gonna be a real big problem, like, because we got a bunch in Erd, we're getting a bunch in Ninaboa, we're getting even more in Lumbaria. It's gonna, oofa doofa. It's gonna be a lot. So, but we'll see how it goes. We're gonna have a lot of gems. We're gonna have a lot of battlefield stuff coming into this. Next turn is gonna be where I go through absolutely all of the scripting and we look at everything that's going on. I guess there's one little thing. I am bringing, who is it? Elias over here. She's moving in with a little group of, what's this? 7 Flareons that are gonna come into Lumbaria, because I realized if I wasn't bringing Ilvidis into things, he didn't need a flying carpet, so she has a flying carpet, and with it she can bring 14 size points. So she's flying some Flareons into Lumbaria, so we'll see how that goes. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous, but I'm kind of excited. I'm excited for some climactic final battles. I'm excited for I'm excited to see how this goes for us. I think we're gonna lose this pretty badly. I think we're gonna lose this, but less badly, right? So I think we're gonna lose the big battle pretty badly, and I think we'll probably do a good job in the 6v6, but I think ultimately we'll lose. And I think we might actually have the Throne of Ascensions thing in the back, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to see the climactic finish, and I'm also excited to hopefully, here's hoping, I'm excited to get started on a new game. Updates to the mod have been coming out left and right. I'm excited to jump back in as a new nation, explore this mod from a different route. It'd be pretty cool. So I think that's going to be it for this turn. Kind of a quick turn. We are finishing Blood Magic 8 next turn. We'll have Rush of Strength. Should be it. All right. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.